Hello, this is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends Blogspot. It's Tuesday evening, February 13th, 2007. Let's take a look at some stocks we're trading on Wednesday. I've got shares of Barr Pharmaceuticals on the screen right now, symbol BRL. And we've looked at this stock before, I believe right back in this area, but it just never got going. I think the stock, though, has consolidated nicely here above the 50-day moving average. And I laid out before too this inverted head and shoulders pattern, which I think if you're an investor, it might make sense to make an investment based on that in the low risk area. You know, if you were an investor, maybe put your stop below here or something. Because you look at that weekly time frame, we've now got that 10-week moving average above the 20, above the 40, so that's a 50, 100, and a 200-day moving average, and they're all heading higher too. You can see that nice volume in there, and the lower volume relative to that as the stock consolidates. So let's take a look, though, for our trading purposes, how I think we ought to get involved in this stock and what I think we can potentially see out of in terms of profitability. What's wrong with my charts? Let's try a 30-minute time frame. 10-minute? Okay, now that one's working. So you can see here that the stock did have a pretty sharp rally here towards the end of the day, about 50 cents, maybe 60 cents even. So I'd like to see a little bit of the pullback. I'd like to see the stock come back down to $53.60, and then to buy it as the buyers get aggressive once again. Once it gets back above 53.70, I think that's where I would like to make a purchase of the stock. Set our stop below this 5-day moving average. We can set it at $53.38. So that would give us just 32 cents of risk. And I think the stock has the potential to make it up towards about $55 a share short term. So for our 32 cents of risk, we have the potential here to make maybe about $1.30, and you can see that that is an important level, in addition to being a strike price, and Friday we have options expiration. So that one looks reasonable. Let's also take a look at Secure Computing, symbol SCUR. Let me retype that in here. Secure Computing had big earnings over here. Stock gapped up, continued to run, made another push. I think the stock can continue to move higher, probably up towards this level here, just above $10 a share. So our price target, though, isn't going to be quite as aggressive as it usually isn't. I like to be conservative in our estimation of what we can make here, and anything else we get from that is just extra. Let's wait for the stock to get not above yesterday's highs, but above $8.90, just to see if it can get a little bit of momentum once it does take out yesterday's highs. I think you can put your stop at about $8.73. So even though we're chasing it above the this high right here, our risk is only 17 cents. And I think the stock has the potential to make it up to about $9.50 short term. So for our 17 cents of risk, we have the opportunity here, it looks like, to make about 60 cents of profit. Heartland Express is HTLD. That's the symbol for the company. And here you can see a nice low volume pullback to this prior level of resistance in the 20-day moving average. This is, again, why we don't buy pullbacks to the 10-day moving average, because maybe that's not going to hold. Instead, what we look for is evidence that the buyers are taking control, and we can find that evidence here in the short-term time frame. First, we saw these moving averages crisscrossing, representing indecision. It made a higher high right here, and realistically, that was the place to buy the stock. So what we're going to do is look for a pullback to $16.95 for this stock, and then we'll buy it above $17 a share. So just a slight pullback, and then buy it with momentum once again. Our stop can go at $16.78 a share. If you want to be aggressive, I'll probably put my stop right around here. It depends on how much risk you're willing to take, how much room you're willing to give the stock to move around a little bit. I'm a little less patient than what I usually say on here, so I do think, though, that our price objective in this case is about $18 a share. So if we look at the daily time frame, we can see where $18 comes in right around here. And that would give us 22 cents of risk for the opportunity to make about $1 in upside.